Hey guys, good morning. How are you doing? Papa Snow here, coming to you live out of Guyana. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Okay, so today we have a very special Thanksgiving episode for you. What's up, Decky? Right? Today we are dealing with a family dispute that has happened between two families. This dispute has been going on for approximately 20 years. Right? It is a boundary dispute. Right? For those of you who are not familiar with what a boundary dispute is, it is where two persons have land that are technically next to each other, okay, in this particular matter, and one neighbor either claims more on the next neighbor's side or vice versa. And this tends to lead to a lot of problems. It is a big issue here in Guyana, where there are so many people in Guyana that end up in land court. And when you end up in land court, by the way, you're there for years because the judges, the prosecutors, the lawyers, I mean, they love it. They love it, right? Once you're in court, you are a victim. I don't care what anyone says. Any Guyanese who find themselves in court, you are automatically going to be victimized because the system has been designed to eat the people to pieces. So the only way to protect our people from being eaten to pieces and being victimized further by a system that is not 100% adequate for the job is to keep our people out of fights, to keep them out of problems, to keep them out of confusion, and to prevent this confusion from affecting them and their growth later on. So today we have actually called our network surveyors here to this location so that they can do what is called a cadastral survey, okay? For those of you who are not familiar with what a cadastral survey is pretty much like the primary survey that the government uses to define your boundaries. So once you do a cadastral survey, every area before a house lot or anything is put into the area, this type of survey must be done. This becomes the basis to your property lines and boundaries within your community. And if anything goes on above or beyond the lines depicted as boundaries in a cadastral survey, then you can use that to find out who is in violation of a property dispute, who has either went too much over, who has not went too much over, what and what not. All right. So also when doing the cadastral survey, when doing a cadastral survey, they do not just do the survey for the properties in question. They do the surveys of every property around to ensure that the boundaries that are in question have been, put exactly where they are supposed to be put. Now, in the process of doing this, we've had our surveyors here from about 7:30 this morning. And as they're going about looking to find all of the surveying piles that should have been in areas where people could define boundaries going all the way down, it's very interesting because the reality is the surveyors can't even find the piles for many people's properties. And as they are checking, the surveyors have realized that a majority of people in the area have actually built outside of their legal boundary lines. Now, this can cause a lot of problems, not necessarily for us or for the two families in question, but it can cause problems for other people in the area. Our surveyors will go and find all of the correct cadastral boundary lines today, and then they're going to rectify and find out directly where these persons need to be in question. For anybody out there who needs quality surveying done to adequately find out where your boundaries are before you end up in disputes with your neighbors, your colleagues, or anyone of that sort, right? I would advise you to contact us. Of course, there is a fee to have the surveying done. The shit ain't free, right? But you can know that you will get your job done, right, 100% correctly. And you will know directly where you are at. Now, for the two families in questions, there has been sufficient mitigation that has transpired between these two families, and that being the case, we have come to some arrangements.
Because they didn't show up, and I go and get the cement.
All right, yeah. Pick up the NDC people; they should be present. Especially for this particular cadastral survey.
I don't came in with quarter inch. Don't bully me.
Listen, it doesn't matter who they're where. All of those issues will be rectified today. Kids, what are you guys doing? What? Well, they're dogs. They're dogs. If you lose them, they're gonna go and poop, and they're gonna pee. Right? It's not zinc. When you put in the decking, put it on.
You're talking about.
It's decking or pearl. That's what it's called. I would have to calculate a check. I got a price for all. I'm not doing, Mr. Correa. I'm not doing piece walk.
But the rain gonna fall.
Well, the rain gonna fall there until I put up that other piece in the rooftop here. Story done. Right? Good. If you can't afford to do the job right the first time, wait. Hold your money. Wait till you can do it right the first time, and do it and done. Because I ain't able to do it twice. Right? Seriously. All right. So yes, guys. So there has been an issue at this particular property, not necessarily between me as much as it's been between my father and a neighbor. And my father is a very aggressive person. My neighbors, at least their father who was here, they were very aggressive people as well. These were, Guyanese people. Everybody like fight for land, right? Land is a serious thing. If you heard my father, not a quarter of an inch. Listen, I ain't got time for all this stuff, right? Everybody like fight over stupidness. When they're dead and gone, they can't take none. But everybody's fight over it. So my thing is, while I'm alive, I don't need any unnecessary fights. Right? So I'm here where I can actually watch over the surveying today. I will show you guys how proper surveys are done. Right? And like I said, with this particular family dispute, which has been between the two families, me and my neighbor, we've already talked about it. It's only to settle the minds of these older people who want to fight for everything. But all the age all these people got, these people still don't know how to keep peace. So it's our duty as the younger generation to enforce peace now. Right? To enforce it. By the way, just want to show you a little bit about what's going on. Back street, Pakistan. This is the building we're putting up here. Right? I don't want any issues with putting up this building. But you get a nice little view. Over there you can see Eccles Assembly of God. Of course you can see the public road. So all of these properties all around us, it's going to be to keep anybody else in check. And me and my neighbors, we would have already discussed what will happen. For instance, let me show you how you can get a peaceful resolution. Now, years and years ago, my father and my uncles and my neighbors who live over here, by the way, let me state, me and my neighbors, we don't really have problems with each other. Our parents and their parents had problems with each other. Does that mean that me and my neighbor are destined to have problems with each other? Hell no. Hell no. In my opinion, my father could have handled things differently when he was in charge of the situation. My uncles could have handled things differently. Even their parents could have handled things differently. But maybe it was a lack of common sense. Maybe it was a lack of education. Maybe who knows what. But it doesn't even matter anymore. Right? Because some of the original fighting parties are dead. And they took their bullshit fight with them. And I'm not going to allow fights from yesteryear to come into my life now. Despite how much my father will want to bring these fights to me. So part of today's surveying and everything too is to stop his complaining. Because, he's a very warish man. Don't get it twisted. Like peace, like thing. But he's a warish man, right? And if you live in a family with warish people, you need to learn how to control that. If not, that warish attitude will bring tons and tons of chaos into your lives, right? So we need to make sure that that is nipped in the bud. So, in the name of peace, me and my neighbor here, we've already came to terms and we said, okay, the argument is this fence is too much on my land. That is my father's argument. The neighbor's argument originally was, this is where the fence was supposed to be. Okay. So in my opinion, I didn't have a fence here before. I'm happy to see a fence here. And it's a decent fence, right? However, there is a high probability that this fence is actually more on my side, or my property. So in speaking to my neighbor, notifying him of the survey and everything, we came to a very simple resolution. If the fence is on my side, then whatever the difference is in square footage, he'll pay me for it. And if it be the case that I am on his side, whatever the case is, I'll pay him for it. And story done. No, you had 20 years and you couldn't figure this thing out.
In a corrupt country with corrupt government and police and judges taking right?
That is when you must be smarter than the corrupt politics. You must learn how to
If
work.
you fall in shit, you will become termites.
Okay, that is all good, but you are still approaching it with the wrong attitude.
What attitude? They may do it in Israel, Palestine, Venezuela.
I understand all of that.
America and Canada.
But rough talk will only make it worse. Because when
Anywhere these people live, there's problem for life.
Stop. No. You see, everything is going on peaceful. Why are you even raising your voice?
Because you're talking shit.
I'm not talking shit. I'm bringing peace.
These people take us to court for our own rights.
I know. They took us to court for our own rights.
Then the judge tell them what to do.
Listen, stop. Let me tell you something. I have reviewed your case, Mr. Correa, and I am your son. And I can tell you, even in your story, there are holes in your story, and you might be my father. But I don't believe a word that you say when it comes to a property line dispute. That is my honest opinion. Truth is truth. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Any man who encourages more war and fight is not a good man. Your actions are judging you, Mr. Correa, father or not. Your actions are judging you. I'm not here for a whole bunch of war. That is not what I'm here for. I'm here to bring a resolution to your stupidity. And yes, to your stupidity. This is your neighbor. You and your neighbors could not come to an amicable solution. For big people, y'all just behave like real spy little children. So now we young people must do our part to rectify these issues correctly and without conflict. Let this be known. Not just because you got parents mean your parents right. Okay? Your parents are not always going to be right. If the only thing your parents know how to do is leave you in a fight, they're not good people. How much fight you gonna fight? Like any one of us make for done war. Tell me, which one of us make for done war? There's only one way for done a fighting. With a peaceful resolution. There's no other way. Because even if you kill the next man, somebody else will come to irritate you, and you got to kill them too. And if somebody else irritates you, you got to kill them. How many people you gonna kill before the world got nobody? You know what I see? It seems like some people as get older and lose more sense as they get older. It doesn't work. I wish killing people was the simplest solution. You know how fast this world would be at peace? Drop a couple bombs here, create 2 more virus, lash out the rest of the story done. If that was so simple. But this is real life. And real life will tell you that violence begets violence. It will tell you that arguing and cussing up with other people will only lead to more arguing and cussing up. And realistically speaking, if you're like me and you grew up in a realm of arguing and cussing up and unnecessary fighting simply because your parents did not have the common sense to learn how to avoid the problems, then you would have had to evolve to live. My father's a good man. Just that, in my opinion, his level of thinking has not been evolved to where peace can be an adequate answer or solution. It's not my fault. It's not his fault if he lacks it. Talks about the system. Talks about everything that is corrupt. What I don't understand is that he knows the court system is corrupt. He knows generally the country is corrupt. So why do things to find yourself in court on a regular basis so that you must be judged by these corrupted people? Unless you like problems. Some people act like they don't. But some people live to argue. All of this is a reality. Alright? Let it be known. I don't take side. I don't play those games. Can you make me a cup of tea? Wait. You make me a cup of tea, please. Thank you. Alright, so all of this is reality, ladies and gentlemen. This is why, as I'm building the housing scheme in Land of Canaan, I am personally in charge of where all boundaries are laid. Why? Because I do not intend on having any type of boundary disputes or property disputes in or around me or my family. For I have seen the amount of chaos that it has caused in my family from my previous generation. So, knowing this, I have the responsibility to take accountability and to take charge of this situation to prevent disaster from happening, which includes superseding my parents if necessary to bring about peace, especially if I feel that they are incapable of bringing about a peaceful solution to this issue. So like I stated earlier, me and my neighbor, the younger one, the one who's more my age, not the last generation of warish people, but the generation of peaceful people, we have come to an understanding. And the understanding is simple. The fence that separates our yard, it's a good fence. It's not a bad fence. I like the fence. I like not seeing my neighbor's business. I like my neighbors not seeing my business unless they climb upstairs and peep in which case they nosy as skunt and you can't do nothing about that. You watch me, I go watch you. So, it will come to that. But I will tell you this, me and my neighbor, and I would like to thank Mr. Safraz Ali, who is my neighbor, for understanding that the fight that our parents had, it is their fight. That is not our fight. It is time for the young people in the country to become leaders and end all of the unnecessary problems between your families and your neighbors. Your neighbors are the people that watch your back. How can you be at war with them every day? And if you don't like your neighbors, what the hell are you still doing in that community? Sell the place, move somewhere where you're going to find happiness, and you're going to sit down and you're going to be alright. This is a fact. This is a fact. I am a firm believer that I do not need to compromise my integrity or sell my soul to win a fight. If I know that I am not on the righted ground, why fight anyway? So, I can tell you that wherever these things drop today, one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this video is to put my own father in check. Because he needs to be put in check. Right away. Because he's a man who is ready for war. He feels disrespected, he coming at you with everything. And I just feel that that is unnecessary when dealing with my neighbors. People that I spent the last 20 years around without an argument. However, every time these old people come around, it's argument again. So, I will make sure that whatever they choosing to pick and scratch at, I put the nail in the coffin. I video and everything today dealing with this survey. If my father is wrong, I got hang him. If my father is wrong, I got hang him. I want you to know this. Because if he is wrong, that means that my father would have thrown me into a 20-year fight unnecessarily. It's 20 years of unnecessary stress that big man would have thrown my way. And if my father is, I should say if he's wrong, I should say. But if he's right, if the man is right, then you must handle it responsibly. And to handle it responsibly means you rectify the issue. If the neighbor is on your property and the neighbor is willing to pay you for it, and you end it, and you end the story once it doesn't destroy anything else, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to hurt me. If my neighbor pay me for an 8-inch land, it's good. I get my payment in full. Story done. And if my neighbor ain't got all the money right now, I can shake my neighbor hand and do up an agreement. Pay me 5,000 Guyana dollar a month. Story done. When it done pay, it done pay. Me and you still living good. And if there is a sin there, let that sin fall upon them. But let God know that at the end of the day, I did everything in my power to maintain peace with my neighbors. It is easy to be a warish man. It is easy to fight and even easy to die. But one of the hardest things you could ever do in this life is put aside your pride and your arrogance and your hurt feelings to bring about what is good. When everyone talks about you have to make a sacrifice, you have to do this, what type of sacrifice you think God really looking for? You can't kill a cow, you can't do a puja, you can't kill people and call it sacrifice. You must sacrifice your arrogance. You must sacrifice your pride. Those things must be sacrificed. That is what must be sacrificed. You must be humble. You must learn the actions of humility if you are serving a living God. But what is a boundary? Man want to fight for space when they're alive, but nobody want to fight for the grave space when they're dead. You want land? You want big eye people thing? You're going to get good boundary when you're dead. They're going to put you in a nice little rectangle space and you're going to boundary off yourself. You can get your own land space. Right? So for every man who's fighting for land, I can give you your land. You can get the little rectangle space by heads deep. You can get it. And even so, I'm actually against putting bodies in the ground because human bodies actually pollute the soil. Yes, they do, for those of you who don't know. The bodies aren't too nice. Better you burn me. Our bodies poison the soil. Did you know that? I bet people didn't know that, did you? Bet you didn't know that. We are not made to be rotting in the ground here. The ground just seemed like an easy answer. Fire is a better answer. When I dead, I burn it. Why am I burning? I'm doing cremation, by the way. Some people say, well, why are you going to burn up the body that God gave? It's God. He going to give me a better one. Why not burn up the old one? I serve a God. He's the manufacturer of all new bodies. Why I want the old model when I could get the new model? Burn up the old one. Imagine I spending money for live on land when I'm alive. And when I'm dead and I become a spirit, I still fighting for land for what, for go be in a hole? No.
Not many people fight.
Stop. Your argument is being settled. I'm not listening to no negativity or no positivity related to that until the surveyors are done with their job. To talk before that, you're looking for problems.
You told me I want 20 years ago fix it. How could I fix it?
Good.
When you sit
Stop,
there,
relax,
sit
stop,
there,
relax. Listen.
And that political influence.
Listen. Check this out. You have a brain, Mr. Correa.
This is not about land, it's principle here.
That's good. It's principle, right? It's more than principle.
Why don't you stick Guyana flag in Caracas or start diving an hour?
Yeah, but you can't. One thing has nothing to do with the next, big man.
Anyway, these people
Big,
live,
no,
they're fighting for land.
no,
anyway.
Stop. Me and my neighbors living next to each other for the last X amount of time. The only time there's fighting is when you and them old people was around. So you know what?
What belongs to you.
Listen, stop.
I'd rather be the giver than to put a gun to my head and take it.
Stop.
What's wrong with you?
Stop. Mr. Correa, when you were dealing with the matter, you hired a shit-ass surveyor. Your shit-ass surveyor could not do his job correctly. That is all right. You don't have to have anything to do with me. That is fine. But I am videoing everything today. Even your arrogance and your foolishness as it pertains to this situation.
That is not arrogant. Anyway, Indian people live in
No. I don't believe you.
I would give away this to charity.
You can't
give.
give.
You're robbing me a grain of sand.
Nope.
Take me to court.
Calm down.
Get right.
Stop. Calm down. Calm down.
Political corrupt.
Calm down. I wasn't even talking to you. Why are you shouting at me?
Because you.
What?
Blessed are the peacemaker.
Blessed are the peacemakers. Then let me make peace. Stop arguing. I'm about to throw this Lucifer out to heaven. You know. Don't play games. Don't play games. Now you're threatening me. Oh, and you expect me to believe you're a man of peace? No. Not me, by. Wrong man. You raised me to be one way. I hope you enjoy what you raised me to be. Good. I tell you.
I'd rather be the giver.
Stop.
Don't put gun and law to me.
Listen, stop.
That's how they lock you up wrongfully. You're not guilty.
Good, they lock me up wrongfully.
The man told me one thing.
And you know what?
So help me God, we can get to them.
Doesn't matter. They lock up plenty people wrongfully. Who am I? Did I say I was special? Maybe somewhere down the line I felt that I was better than every other human being. That bad things should not happen to me.
All of them who do it,
Stop.
the children shall eat their shit.
I don't want nobody children punished. I don't want nobody punished on my behalf. Because if that is the case, then I don't really believe in a God. This is what I tell people. You must live through your actions. And when you are going to do the right thing, you're going to get the fight down.
Mr. So, who's righteous for the God? Why you throw the devil out to heaven with the angel? You should have kept him there.
God threw the devil out to heaven because of a boundary dispute. And them two couldn't find out a solution. So Jesus had to come and make the boundary and throw the devil into earth and keep God into heaven. So I am going to be Jesus today. Forgive me, Jesus.
In Guyana?
I'm going to be Jesus today. I'm going to be Hitler today. I'm going to be Caesar today. I'm going to be every form of authority that you have ever encountered today to end this dispute today and today alone. And after this dispute is ended, Mr. Correa, you are my father. If you pick problems, you will find yourself in a madhouse. Compliments of your son.
And that might be better.
But don't worry, I own the madhouse. So I'm going to know how to treat you. I'm going to take care of you. Don't worry, I am going to go there first. Somebody got to build it. Oh, Scott. Oh, you know it built for my
An election run the other day. One party claimed 32 is better than 33. And yet they're fighting to go back into power.
But that has nothing to do with your
sorry
boundary.
that the whole nation is mentally ill.
You are mentally ill because you are talking about the election and I'm talking about the boundary dispute. Stop.
32 is better than 33.
Stop. Your arguments are irrelevant. Your arguments are irrelevant.
Try to show the people who make the law don't even know what they're talking about.
Satan, be quiet. Be quiet, Satan. You are not going to put me in a warish mood this morning. I will war for peace. I want you to see how these things is happening. You know, these old people, they ain't done it, you know.
Can you sell this place without giving the people who buy it the right boundary?
Well, I know where my right boundary is. So I know.
Listening.
No, what right boundary?
Can you sell this place?
Listen, shut your mouth and let the surveyor do his job.
He ain't doing his job.
Good. Then shut up. instead of creating argument in my ears.
You argue with me.
I didn't argue with you. I was sitting down here. I was sitting down here talking my own business, but you behaving like a crass old woman and need a man. Stop. Relax before you get the man this morning. Stop. He need a boyfriend. Might calm me down a little bit. By the way, don't feel no way, right? This is regular family story in my household, right? If you ain't strong, you're dead. Right? If you can't hold your head, you're dead. Don't make joke, you know. You could be right. People gonna come from 1,000 different angles to argue and tell you you're wrong. But let me tell you what. There's only one right and there's only one wrong. And I am disappointed that my father, in all his wisdom and all his years, can hear that I have a surveyor doing a job. Before the surveyor even done his job, the man arguing. Why are you arguing? Are you hiding? Are you hiding something? Tell me, are you hiding something? My job is to find out the truth, you know. Who wrong, wrong. Who right, right. I ain't got no favoritism in this. And don't let me find out you've been putting me for fight my neighbor for 20 years and you're wrong, you know. Oh God, I wouldn't like nothing better than to make an example today. On a beautiful Thanksgiving, we might as well cook a turkey. I think I should light up the oven, girl, because a turkey going in there this afternoon. Whoever been lying to me for years, they gonna pay for it this afternoon. Right? Because I don't like unnecessary drama. Why should me and my neighbors fight every day? Why should I have had to listen to my father complain and bitch like a little girl for the last 10 years? Why could these things not have been done correctly from a very early stage in life, as opposed to adding insult and injury and arguments and corruption upon my generation, simply because the last generation did not have the intelligence to settle their differences? No. Right is right and wrong is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it's against your own or against an outside assailant. This is where my father will have an issue. Because my father raised me to be a particular type of person. And whether the man is right or wrong, my father always trained me. If you're wrong, son. If you're right, you're right. Call a spade a spade. Well, lo and behold, if I tell you you're wrong now, he ain't want to hear those Scott. You're like, no. You gotta go to a different store and buy spade. You can't come to this one and buy spade. No. We supposed to teach you, but not really have it done. No. You say you're righteous. You say you're honest. You say you're straightforward. Then do it the right way. Get it done. It is what it is. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be cursed until this man dead. He gonna cuss me for this today, right? So y'all don't make joke, you know. I can get cussed from now till my great-great-grandchildren come, and then some for me father. If y'all know who me father is, when that man decide he don't like you, God gotta remake a man named George Correa for that thing for change. But one thing I will tell you, I will not allow any unnecessary feuds to go to this next generation. My son is a happy kid. My kids, for the most part, are happy children. Why would I send them problems into their future? Why not end it now? And make sure that there's no confusion later. Hey, you okay? Your feelings hurt? Don't let your feelings be hurt, you know. I love your badge, you know, and you're sexy now. I don't want your feelings hurt. Relax yourself, man. Why you arguing the surveying, doing
No,
the
be
back?
asking a question.
No,
You're
no.
saying,
Listen,
wait.
listen. No. Don't ask me.
Give man a
Don't
chance to
ask
finish
me.
a statement.
No, you don't even. You've had 20 freaking years, Scott, couldn't fix this matter. Please.
Was I here?
Listen,
In and out?
listen, you weren't here, but you were belting arguments left, right, and center.
You don't know
So,
nothing.
no.
Every time the case come up, they know I'm here, they put it over.
Hey,
Corrupt judges.
jackass, I was the one running to court for you, or you forget, and you can
Hey.
tell me I don't know nothing?
Can you
I was the
explain
one
this?
running to court for you. Stop.
Can you explain this?
Listen.
The deceased
I
Captain
got,
Ali.
listen.
If he
stop.
got 90
Stop.
property here and
Stop.
everybody in court for land.
Listen, but that's
How
not
could
you.
you explain
Listen,
that?
that means you, then everybody business.
No, the court file is showing.
No, that's not my problem. That means you, then everybody business. When
With
you
the
want to
afraid of
stop,
disease.
Mr. Correa, when you want to deal with your problem, if you and your neighbor got the problem, that is a problem between you and your neighbor. You can't go looking for 100 different things outside of your situation to validate your claim. Stop. Stop. You're
if the
wrong.
same person,
You're wrong.
If the same person
You're wrong.
do it to everybody,
You're wrong.
that's what I talk.
You're wrong. How do you know? Did you see the court cases?
I know about it.
No. Where they at? Where they at?
Ask the Supreme Court.
No.
The
Where
registrar.
are your witnesses? Bring your witnesses here. Come.
Ask the registrar for the
Listen,
bound on the registrar.
I don't
too.
give a damn about the register, this and this. I need to know what is facts. I am not fighting anything without facts. And stop sending me into war without facts.
I send you to war.
No, you're sending me to war. You are sending me to war. Because
I want you to understand
stop.
this.
Because in your opinion,
Once the survey is finished, listen.
stop. You
And
have to
the
allow.
Senegal
You see,
are not
listen.
selling your
Stop.
land.
Stop.
The
You-
pay on your rent is cost.
Why?
Because when you're
Why?
ready to
Why are
hand
you
it down.
trying to have your point heard? You're fucking wrong. Shut up. Story done. I will be a dictator in this situation because you adults have no discipline, none whatsoever, absolutely none. No discipline when it comes to these issues. All y'all want to do is fight. So you know what? I'm not letting y'all fight anymore. You're too old for the skull. You should be relaxing and have a sweet woman somewhere chilling. You should be drinking a nice glass of Hennessy with a beautiful woman somewhere, relaxing yourself, pina colada, getting wine off or something. No, you want to go and find man for fight. What type of anti-man business is Dubai? Me depend on. At least I'm happy I get a certain degree of sense from my mama.
From who?
From my
You
mama.
will fight me in court and never win?
Right.
Never represent myself?
Hey, here's the funny thing. Both you and my mother was fools. Because both of y'all fight each other in court and think that either one of y'all win. When y'all be fighting, stop. When y'all be fighting, your family was breaking up all the time. The only people that win from that whole story was the court. And y'all, with all y'all age, y'all still ain't get sense yet for see. The only way for win this fight is to not be fighting at all. That is the only way for win this fight.
Guyana government keep Venezuela the land, don't fight.
Man, Guyana go. Stop pulling politics into you and your neighbor. You see what I just have to deal with? You see what I just have to deal with? You see what I just have to deal with? Y'all hear this? And all I saying is I bring in an end to the boundary dispute. Why is he fighting up unless he wrong?
Sir,
Shut your mouth. Relax yourself.
you know England and America can't...
I ain't got time with England and America. I there in Guyana, and this is Correa versus Ali. And let me tell you something. In Correa versus Ali, Correa ain't even got no say anymore. Correa ain't got say anymore. Correa ain't got say no more in Correa versus Ali. I will not let you pick fights, nor will I let somebody fight you wrongfully. You are my father. I love you. And it is my job to take care of you now. Come here and dance with me. Come here and dance with me. Oh. You hearing him out? You hearing him out? You gotta see the sexiness. You hearing him out? You gotta see the sexiness. Oh, sexy right man with ball spotting now. Come, my father. Stop. I'm not a Judas.
Wait, man, wait.
I'm Caesar. I come to crucify you if you're lying to me, you know. Not Judas. Caesar. Know the difference. Yeah, I get in cuss up, I get in everything, right? Yeah, I want to talk about life. This is real life. This is real life, y'all. Y'all want to talk about life? Love shall conquer hate today. Let me tell you this. Love and understanding shall conquer ignorance today. And I hope my uncles and everybody watching, right? Because everybody was apparently involved in this fight. Everybody was apparently involved in this fight. Right? Hey, stop bullying people for answer you. Stop, you dictator. Hey, I know your vice strong. I know you're used to being in charge. No, I bond the ideology, but I wouldn't bond the books. The books ain't do nothing to me. Why you want bond books? Pardon? You got a reading problem? Slow down.
They talk about these kind of things.
Talk about what?
Muhammad was a warrior.
Talk about the man who only want war. I want peace. I want war.
Muhammad was a warrior.
I want peace, and I'm willing to remove any obstacle in my way to achieve peace,
And round them,
including you. So you need to understand how far I going for peace today. They're gonna chop me to pieces. Well, my God will put me back
Where
together.
your God, boy?
My God, they're right there,
You know what the alien?
giving me the strength to stand up to the corruption this morning.
Your God told the devil out of heaven if the Bible and the Rama and the Quran is true.
Ah, but
Why
my
the
God
fuck
is
he told
real.
He named God.
But he named
Every
God.
told he never sent into hell then.
No, because sometimes God just give you what you ask for to see if you can handle what you need.
Move yourself.
Why you want me move? Why you want me move? Watch, you get them vexed, you know. You get them vexed, you irritated, bad, you know. Hard for argue with common sense.
The
So,
American and the British.
don't tell me about American and British.
That's gonna bring the
We
Jews
dealing with Ali and Karaya property boundary story today. You
That's
want
gonna bring the
you?
Jewish people here.
Hey, how about you start telling me about Mars and Venus one time when we doing surveying? Go on. I'm not being an asshole. You're avoiding. You're avoiding something. I'm gonna find out. Ooh, he gonna get it. Let me only find out he wrong. I'm putting me for fight people unnecessary. Oh God. No, I did not say you were wrong. Are you listening to English language? I said, let me find out you're wrong. Stop, calm down, man. Why? Oh, we got Georgie angry this morning, you know. We got Georgie real angry this morning, you know. Nobody ain't gonna punch me in me face. You mad?
He tell me already, he said, if you come together, he blow you.
Oh, well, that's good. That's my brother. If my brother want to come and shoot me, let my brother come and shoot me. But I doubt that my brother said that.
You know?
Right now, I'm listening to the words of an angry old man who wants to have his say, and because he can't overpower me in words, he's gonna cuss up and behave like a little auntie man. Calm down, my father. Calm down before I marry you off this morning. Calm down, please. I don't know how I gonna marry you off with the attitude though. Who gonna marry you, George? Who gonna marry you? When you're cussing up everybody with a stink attitude. Who gonna marry you? Oh, relax yourself. Yes, I am. And I'm proud to be president of the idiots. But we shall get the surveying done correctly today. Oh yeah, this is going to be real fun, by the way. Yeah, so for all the politicians and everybody out there, APNU, PPP, you know, president, everybody, like I grew up in this shit, right? So I don't know if any of y'all could ever, like, really say anything or do things to really affect me. But this was my upbringing. Right? Share fight, share conflict, share war, right? And I will tell you something. Fighting doesn't serve no purpose. You need people of balanced mind to bring peace back to this country. And that is the attitude of the older people. Great man, my father. Very good man. Very, very good man. But nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Mr. Karaya, why are you still talking? Don't you have other important things to do at this minute? Do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Wait, 1 second. Mr. Karaya, you should be walking around with that surveyor and seeing.
He gone for the fucking.
Good. Why are you cussing all the time? You're vexed. You're vexed. Oh, you're vexed. You're sweating up, though. Hey, you're sweating up good. You're going to lose some weight here, but them ain't arguing with nobody because nobody over there ain't arguing with them.
No, you argued me.
No,
You argued me.
I'm arguing with you because you're wrong.
You argued with me.
Because you're wrong.
You think I'm wrong?
I'm not saying, no, stop. I'm not saying you're wrong about the fence yet. That hasn't been determined. But what I would say is that you are wrong based on your attitude and your behavior right now. You are behaving as if you are trying to hide something.
You are the one who come argue with me, man.
But I got thousands of witnesses. I be sitting down talking there and you just come up to me. Are you a lunatic? Are you a lunatic? And I was doing my own thing outside and once again you come around me. I understand that this is a very emotional and sentimental thing. You and old man Meiji, old Yasin Ali, y'all two as lovers or something. Because I don't understand why there's so much emotion involved in this whole thing. Who had who, baby? Y'all gotta tell me this now. Cause I don't understand. Like, yeah, I'm fighting over picnic and child support. This is supposed to be something really simple. A man there 2-inch on you solve the problem. A man there 3-inch over there, you solve the problem. Y'all acting like this thing is some childcare story or some type of emotional heartbreak. It's some type of anti-man business, everybody behaving, but this thing got stretch out. I can't have a civilized conversation with you, Mr. Correa. You don't behave civilized.
The man take us to court like he do with many more.
But Mr. Correa, you are failing to understand that before the man took you to court, I was there.
No, you was never here.
I was there, Mr. Correa.
You was never here.
When you tell the man, freaking family, how they sleep with one another and make incest picnic and thing, you was a walrus man. I heard you say that.
Drop dead.
I can't drop dead, or I shall be resurrected to torment you again. I will not allow you to carry more argument into the next generation. You can abandon me. God does not abandon me. You are merely a sperm donor if that is the case. They tried to kill me, but they didn't. So I should be grateful because there were attempts and God has saved me. God did not save me to be a warish man, because if that is the case, then God will tell me, fight your own battle, Mr. Snow. You fight it. I wouldn't fight it on your behalf. But you know what? They say, let Jesus take it. Hand your fight to the Lord. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So. Well, who am I to God? I can't do nothing. I can't fight God. I'm going to follow God. But why are you cussing up so bad in the background? And after you just told me about the civilized conversation. What nonsense am I talking? I'm exposing you. Oh, no, in fact, I'm not. I'm actually not doing anything. You're exposing yourself. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because I did not insult you. I didn't call you auntie man and say, well, you're a little emotional and stuff about this thing. But it's your behavior. It's the behavior I ain't talking about you. Of course you're not the auntie man. Or how I get barred.
Give them the place and walk out.
Why am I going to give them the place? You don't even know that. What happened? Well, you can't argue with me.
Why would I argue?
But now I'm arguing with you as if I'm one of your enemies. Do me a favor. Y'all talking about killing your enemy. Come kill me. Come kill me. That's what you want to do. Come kill me. It's one simple joke stunt. You spend the rest of your time in prison and your enemies still get what they want because you ain't got no goddamn sense. Grow up. Grow up. And some people might say, this young man wants to be disrespectful to his father. No, it has absolutely nothing to do with that. If you have your parents and your parents are wrong, you should be able to tell your parents when they're wrong. Bottom line. Right? If my father wanted to kill all his enemies, start by killing me. Because I ain't never going to let you get away with skunt. The same way I let nobody else out there get away with it, I ain't letting you get away with it either. You want to kill your enemies? Well, the truth is your enemy, Mr. Correa. Because that's what you're arguing against. Kill me. Start first. You got belly? You got belly? You want to talk? Kill talk? Start with me. Kill me. Because if I said I'm going to kill everybody, I'd start with you. I wouldn't have no discrimination. I am not at liberty to determine who is right or wrong yet until this survey is done. And if you are telling me to make a decision prematurely to that, you are wicked.
No, I never said that.
You are wicked.
I never said that.
No, instead you're trying to bully me into acceptance for something that the information is not clear yet. And I'm not taking that bullying. I'm not taking that bullying. I want a divorce. If that is the case, Eddie, I want half. Good. Don't tell me Scott. Can't come and tell me nonsense here. The man do the job. We're going to find out exactly what it is today. Who right, who wrong. And then the story shall be mitigated and there will be peace And any jackass that come and want to fight after that, I bury them.
Okay.
Story done.
Okay.
Fair enough. We in love again? We in love again? Are we in love again? Tell me. Because this love-hate relationship is getting me really, really... 1 minute, I got an erection. The next minute, it's argument, it's gone. You walking around sexy like I don't know what to think, man. Oh, sexy red man walking around here. Oh, this thing is crazy. What are we going to do? All right, stop. Years and years you had this fight. I understand. Watch the face, looking like a vexed vagina. Oh, stop that, though. I love you bad, you know. It's my job to stop you from fighting. Oh. You're getting too old for that shit.
This nation hold hands together and do the right thing.
The nation will hold hands, but we can't hold hands if all of us are dead, according to you. So that shit can't happen. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to calm the hell down. What's the point of having children, of educating your children to be better than you, only to supersede the things that they're doing that makes more sense? That is counterproductive. And the minute you start to become counterproductive, I need to take away your ability to make certain decisions, because those decisions will not be made in either good faith or in good sensibleness. So somebody must intervene and bring balance. You see me and my neighbor them arguing? Me and my neighbor them ain't arguing right now. Nobody ain't fighting. Nobody ain't got no headache. The man come, he gonna do a survey. Wherever the thing drop is where it drop. I know I can trust that man's thing. The man has already indicated that almost every single goddamn person in this area has already violated their boundary. So what are you going to do? You want to go and tell every neighbor coming down the road, all of them is part of this problem? Because all of them don't break the law?
All of them need to take it to court.
Listen, that doesn't matter. If you want to talk about right and wrong, talk about right and wrong.
All did not take it
Right?
to
Because
court.
the reality is, everybody on this whole black skunt don't thief land from the government. Everybody. Listen, everybody don't thief land from the government. Because Guyanese people covetous skunt. We like take what belong to me, Mati. We like thief. Right? But it's not my job at this moment. Hold on, stop. It's not my job at this moment, though, to declare whether all of them thief or not. It is my job at this moment to find out the boundaries of this one fence and bring peace to this situation. But if you want to talk about thief, every Guyanese I see thieving. Everybody who could take a little bit, take him a little bit where they could take it. And this has been Guyanese behavior. It's a country full of people who have learned how to survive by stealing. By stealing what they might own. This is serious. So if they don't thief from the neighbor, they thief from the government. And then when the government turn around and thief from everybody, everybody cry. It's a country of thieves when you think about it. So the only way to fix this is you need somebody fair. Somebody that ain't picking side. Who wrong, hang them. Who right, get them their reward. But nobody preaching disaster, corruption, violence, protest, for what? The only thing I know is people who want to create chaos are normally part of the problem themselves. And that is the only reason why they want chaos. Because in the mix of chaos, it's hard to find the truth. Which is a big problem that Guyana has been having for so many decades. Every time somebody comes up, chaos is created so that we can't get a proper resolution to these problems. And it seems to definitely be with the older generation, because the younger generation, we stupidity, yes, we stupidity in many, many ways. Stop. We stupidity in many, many ways. But it's not our fault that we're so stupidity. Because the last generation didn't teach us nothing about peace. They taught us how to thief we neighbor land. How to lie on each other in court. How to argue even when we're wrong. Nobody didn't teach us, yo, when you're wrong, accept where you're wrong. Nobody didn't teach us that. Right? You should have left me, but you didn't. So now you have to suffer for it. You and your low talk. It's alright though. You can get a little older and I got mind you. I got mind you, you know. Who you think will get the last laugh, Mr. Correa? Honestly speaking, who you think will get the last? You know how I look forward to to taking care of you in your old age? Oh, it's not by me you coming? Oh, and my daddy, I can probably take care of you. Looking forward to that one. What did you call me? Retarded. Said I should die. Oh yeah, I'm gonna love taking care of you later. Be careful though. You should be happy. I'm not so ignorant and foolish. And I'm not as emotional and easy to hurt. My heart don't break easy because it's been broken before. But yes, so understand that sometimes this time, sometime. Oh, so now you want to talk about my ex-wife? Oh my God! Oh my God! You got. Oh! Now you're defensive. Oh God! You better hope. Hey, you better hope. You better hope you right. Because all of this negative you telling me, all I doing, I saving it up, and I waiting for the decision. Once I see where these boundaries there, oh, you better not be wrong. Oh, you better not be wrong. Father, no father. All this cost you give me just now. You see how nice I taking it? See how nice I taking it? I know why I'm taking it nice, you know. Because I just waiting for the decision this afternoon. Say what? Say what? Say what? Oh, Mr. Karaya. Right now, you have been arguing for however long. And at the same time, you still ain't being patient enough to let the man finish doing his job before you talk. Good, so why are you talking? But I want everybody to know, for me it's important for everyone to see, to hear the low talk, to hear how you hate me, I should have died, I should have stayed in jail. All the wickedness you should have been telling your enemies, you tell your son simply, I'm not backing the enemy, I'm backing the truth wherever the truth drop. That is it. And if your enemy is the truth, well then Mr. Karaya, you are proven to be my enemy. Do not be fooled. Alright. But I love you anyway. You're my papa. I can take good care of you. I can massage you and I can braid up your long hair and thing and keep you feeling nice. Right? Don't be fooled. Right? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So you hear Ali cussing up, I get it. Do you guys receive this amount of abuse from your parents as well? Because imagine me growing up as a very young child without the ability to speak for myself, and this is what I had to go through. So, imagine every day of your life, with or without reason, having to be cursed at, having to be abused, having to get low talk, and as a child, if you talk too much, you get beat too, right? Imagine that. Many people can pretend to be good, Mr. Karaya. Many people. Some pretend to be good, better than others. Do not be fooled, for what is in the darkness shall come to light. Whether it's my father, my mother, my brother, my sister, whoever, I don't declare. Those who do as I do are my mother, my brother, my father, my sister. That is what my Lord said. Right? Good. I'm about peace. If you're about war, you yourself have driven the separation between us. But
tell it to the Israelites and the Palestinians over desert.
That's okay. I'm going to tell it to you and let you sweat out a little bit more. Hey, this is actually a very good weight loss program for him, right? Stress him out and make him sweat it out.
Confronting Colombia.
Okay. All of the fancy talk. You know where your boundary there yet? Big man?
I'm Guyana going to put the flag of Venezuela claim.
One thing ain't got nothing to do with the next. You still sound like a old lady just crying and screaming and bitching. Stop yourself. Wait till the solution comes. Wait till. Well, that's good. If anybody could tell you to forsake your children for them, enjoy. They are good friends, I guess. They are very good friends. You don't have to stand by my side, you know. You could cast me aside. throw me away, man. Throw me away. You want me left? I would left, you know. I can finish off what I do for you and all the good people I know, and I could go. I have no problem. I don't make me cheering. If I dead today, I know my cheering gonna live on. But I know one thing, I ain't setting a bad example for them before I go. Not me. I'm gonna teach them about peace instead of teaching them about war. Because war will never bring about righteous peace. Never. Never. So, any man who like war is a man who like problem. And I don't like war.
God give you 10 commandments since you believe in him.
God gave you a lot.
Thou shalt not covet thy brother's property. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy brother. And then the final one from his son. When Christians are leaving to God, God said, vengeance is his. Jesus, his son, said, do unto others as you like them to. Really, if you kick the
well, I'm happy you know the Bible. So let me tell you something. The Bible also tells you, right, that there's opportunity for those. Don't cut me off. Shut up, Satan. Don't cut me off.
All right.
Good. The Bible also tells you that there is a chance for those who do not know to be saved. But if after knowing the truth and you refuse the truth, there's no redemption after that. And Mr. Correa, you don't know the truth yet, but I have seen it. So calm yourself down.
You don't know what is it.
I have seen it.
You do know what is it.
And because of that, Mr. Correa, I must do what is right to save you and save your soul. Because you are too argumentative.
No, lock that one, watch out, man. Look.
Okay, good. But calm down. Put on a shirt too. If you walk around sexy like that, somebody might pick you up and I lose my daddy or my mommy in one shot. Stop. Calm down. Calm down. Hey, what's up, Winston? I'm having a very interesting morning this morning, my brother. Finally, I get to address some other issues that need to be addressed. These big people really think that we young people want to be 40, 50 years in their fight? Hell no. I'm not spending the rest of my life fighting over stupidness. And any one of our parents, any one of your parents, anybody parents out there who want to put you into nothing but fight, as quick as you could, tie them up for their own safety. Because they're up on skunt. Let me tell you this right away. They're up on skunt. Anybody always pushing you to fight is not the person that loves you. That is not love, ladies and gentlemen. What you hear my father going on with there, I cannot appreciate that. That is not healthy behavior or normal behavior for any civilized human being. That is anger. That is hatred. That is abuse. That is everything that you are hearing there. Everything that everybody has ever done to that man in his life. All of it has accumulated into a ball of hate and anger. So every time he lashes out, that is what you get. All of the pain that he has went through in his whole life, that he has never psychologically learned how to deal with, this is my father's weakness. And it is a horrible weakness for him to have. It makes him a miserable person to be around when he is in that mood. And if you are not a strong person, you will not be able to help people like that. Now imagine me, from the age of 11, going through that every morning, every afternoon, every evening before I went to sleep. And being too small, or not having enough intelligence to know how to handle it. Can you imagine what type of emotional damage, psychological damage that could do to a child? To pump so much hate into a child from an early age? Some of you may not even notice. I don't have my son around me at this moment. I don't bring any of my children around me at this moment while my father is present. Very seldom. Do you wonder why? I don't want my children to become angry, hateful individuals. It is my duty as their father that I know better, and I must protect them from that, even if it is from my own father. You want to know if people serve the Lord God? If you serve Jesus, you put peace in front of everything. You humble yourself. Even when you're right, you'll take wrong for the sake of Jesus. You want to know how to serve God? It starts by being humble. That's how you serve God. Anyway, the surveyor is going to come back here shortly. And as the surveyor comes back, we shall and will continue to finish up this particular property dispute. I'm doing it live on air so that everyone can see. But when I am done solving this matter today, I shall not come back to this matter. All persons attempting to bring this matter back up will be charged with full force after today. For I am a peaceful man, but I do know how to maintain discipline when it's necessary. So first we try peace. And anybody want war after that, war gonna meet them full force. Whether it's my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, I can start with them first. It's peace we bring in. And by all means, it shall be established. But I know one thing. Me and my neighbors ain't got no problem with one another, so I go there. Me and my neighbors living good. I got to set the children, he got to set the children. Who knows? Our children can play together. I ain't want we children fighting. But if I left it to my old man, I gonna fight with he, my children will fight with he children, and everybody children gonna fight with everybody children. That shit stops here. Today. Right away. It will not go beyond. And for anyone who has a property dispute, if you need good surveyors who will be honest and do their work correctly, give me a call. I'll put you through to the right people. And for anyone who is young that may have to go through that type of abuse that I just encountered while attempting to do what is right, hold your head. It's just words. And they hurt. Doesn't feel nice when I hear my father saying that you're dead. Doesn't feel nice when I hear my father saying all of these wicked things to me. That is not my father. That is the anger. And always remember something. Once a man, twice a child. Don't ever forget that. He forget it. I'll remind him later. Right? But with love. Definitely with love. Right? So, I don't even know what to think right now, except I'm just happy I put all this shit on the live so everyone can see a little bit about it, right? Because you can't be a weak person and be in my house, so I'll tell you this right now. You weak, you dead. Hey, Zuman, I want you to see by understand what coming to you later when we deal with the road story where you had gangster and road and thing. Oh, God, don't worry. I can deal with my father first. Because how can I clean up outside if I can't keep inside clean? Don't think I forget you, my friend. Soon. Very soon. But first I shall bring Arda to my house. And then I will bring Arda to my land. So don't for a second think that I've forgotten you. But I will do it in accordance to the law. But in the meantime, we can still make peace. So if you're watching, I still offer you peace. Because what you tried to do to me was very sleazy, very sneaky. But I would rather have a peaceful solution with you Shit, worst case scenario, Zoo Man, you got a couple nice looking daughters and I'm pretty single. Shit, we can marry and make it all one big family. We can do that shit. How would you like to call me a son-in-law? I think you would be happy. Skunt, but then I own a zoo. Let's talk for real. That's a funny man, you know. But it's talk true thing and joke. The only problem that I have is if the daughter them look like your wife. The dust skunt. I can't handle that one by. That one I can't handle. Cause does problems. Nah, man, forget that, man. God bless your daughter them. Let them stay where they got, because that genetic pool might still pull back somewhere down the line, and I can't do that. I ain't know how you taking one for the team, but congrats, boy. You got real belly, boy. Right? And at least you know I ain't lying. I ain't lying at that. She might be a nice woman. She just don't look the parts. Right? So this is big thing. But who knows, right? Who knows? However, though, congrats on your zoo opening up in 2022. Hi, neighbor. You're gonna love me. Trust me on this one. You're gonna love it. Right? In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I think my father run away from the argument. I can't let you run too far. This is when you got cornered him. Right? So I gotta go out there and find where he run off to. Right? But I will keep you guys up to date with what is happening. Please, I'm begging you, please share this stream. Because you're not gonna see anything more real than this. Any treasure troll, anybody talking about being the realest thing, and I'm a flop. Let him go drink soup somewhere. Right? Let me tell you this. You ain't getting nothing more real than this, you know. This is the realest Guyanese thing you're ever gonna come across. This ain't even a show. This is my life story. Oh, Scott, I turned celebrity now. Right? But this is a serious thing. This is very true, very honest. There's no editing here. I don't even know how the hell to edit this later on. Right? I just can't. I just do it. It is what it is. But let this be a lesson to everybody else. Yo, your parents could cuss you, your parents could abuse you, your parents could beat you, your parents could do anything horrible to you. It is your choice if you want to use that as an excuse in the future to be a horrible person. That is your choice. You have a choice. You either let it make you or you let it break you. It is what it is. It is what it is. And by the way, understand, my father is a good man. Very angry, very agitated, very emotional, and he was never properly taught how to deal with those things. Just like many of our parents, they didn't have that exposure. So I don't hate them. I'm not even angry with them. I love his sexy red ass. I love him. Can't run away from that. That's Georgia Guyana Scott. Can't run away from that. But it is my duty, if I know more, to be accountable, to help protect my father, even from his own arrogance and anger. And that is probably the hardest job I have in my life. Right? That is the hardest job I have had in my life. Parenting turned out to be easier. Divorce turned out to be easier. Having conversation with my father and bringing him to reality, that has proven to be the hardest challenge in my whole life. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank you one time. Just please, when you see this live come on, just know that this can be your life. Or you know people going through similar situations that just don't know how to handle it. Or you know people who are constantly arguing with their parents for one reason or the next. Right? But if you're going to do anything, start on the right foot, walk with the right foot, finish on the right foot, and do what is right, honest, and fair for all persons involved. Not just your family. Because if that's the case, then God don't like you. Right? We got to be fair to each other. Absolutely fair. And to my father, for all the hurtful things you said to me this morning, I forgive you. I love you, and I understand. Once a man, twice a child. Right? I love you, Dad, and respect to everyone and everyone's parents out there, right? Please do not attempt to behave like me or handle a situation the same way I'm handling it, because you may have a different person with a different type of mentality around you. Please assess your situation first before jumping head first. Thank you very much, and we will see you as soon as the surveyor comes back. Take care. God bless.